This just might be the worst investment I'll ever make. And it's highly risky. So, of course, this is not financial advice, but I'm actually going to be investing into an asset that is down over 60% in the last year alone. Now, I know that that might sound crazy, and it probably is crazy, but I have some reasoning to back it up. And although I do admit this is extremely risky when it comes to the investing world, I do think there is some crazy potential for profits, and I just have to explain. So today we're talking about one stock. We're talking about income, growth, and dividends on ticker MSTR. Now, a lot of you know that strategy or MicroStrategy has a very bad name in the income investing community because of the fall off of one dividend ETF, ticker MSTY, that at one point was a multi-billion dollar AUM ETF, now sitting at like 1.5 billion. Still pretty large, but it has fallen off exponentially. Now, when we look at MSTR itself, I don't invest in MSTR directly, but it is a Bitcoin proxy, giving a leverage component to the long-term price performance of Bitcoin. And there's some news we're going to talk about in just a moment that will kind of explain this a little bit more. But my bet isn't just on MSTR. My bet is on income plays on MSTR. And there's a lot of them. We'll cover a lot of them. Some are a lot riskier. Some are still very highly risky. There really is no low risk investment with the performance that we've seen with MSTR. But I do think with this risk, there could be some phenomenal rewards. A lot of this also depends on what Bitcoin does. So we look at the last year, yes, it's down 55.7%, but high to low, it's actually down over 65%. If we zoom out to the 5-year, this thing was kind of unheard of, and then Bitcoin exploded, and boom, it runs like mad. And so we have seen a pullback. This was a $434 stock at one point at the high, and it's now trading for under 160. We're going to throw Bitcoin in here, and let's see the comparison between these two. As we can see, MSTR exploded significantly more than Bitcoin, where we'll do the last year, Bitcoin, again, is holding up significantly better. But when we zoom out, we can see there were points when MSTR was up 1,200% and Bitcoin was up 272% on the 5-year chart. Now, look at this fall off. And I do think that I think that MicroStrategy was way overinflated. Bitcoin is a big part of what this company does. They do have some other income generating sources, which is great, but not enough to lift it this far up above Bitcoin. So the question is, what is it going to do? And that's the part that makes this investment so risky, because it does rely very heavily on Bitcoin's return. And we are pulling into a bit of a crypto winter, and MSTR has stated that themselves in this article. This is a mixed bag of news. It's good news and it's bad news because they were able to raise $1.4 billion to protect them during the Bitcoin winter. And this is simply to cover their interest payments for the next 21 months as of early December 2025. Now, the bad news is if you were already a shareholder, you got diluted. And if you're looking to invest in MSTR, that could be a good sign. Oh, they have their money for the next 21 months of interest, but they also are okay with issuing shares, which a lot of investors don't like. The difficult part with this is that Bitcoin itself is such a volatile asset. We don't know what it's going to do, and these kind of things have never been done before. So although it looks like a bad thing for current investors or a potential buy-in for, people looking to invest in MSTR, it all depends on your belief on what Bitcoin will do. Now, there's an entire different field when it comes to MSTR, which is income-producing products. And although this is a very, very risky investment that I'm potentially going to make, I have not done it yet. I'm debating for 2026. I do see some good potential here as we've seen MSTR fall so rapidly. So there are a few things we need to touch on, but I want to showcase first how much Bitcoin they actually hold. And I have it looked up because I need the exact number. It is 671,268 Bitcoin, which is outstanding. The problem is, this is over $50 billion in Bitcoin, and their average purchase price is a little over $75,000, which is not terrible. They were buying at the highs, but we're not sitting there now. So they have lost money on this investment, but long-term, if you believe Bitcoin will hit 100,000 again, 200, 300, 500, 1 million per coin, which a lot of people do. I wouldn't even say it's like speculative. Most people do believe in the long term we'll get to those milestones. It just depends on how long it'll take. This could be a crazy play at these price levels. But back to income. We want dividends. And there are some really big pros to dividend investing at this time over simple growth investing when we're watching an asset like MSTR fall. So let's take a look at these income producing assets and see how they stack up against each other. I want to showcase 5 of probably the most popular, at least I've talked about these ones the most on the channel, MSTR income ETFs. We have the REX MSTR Growth and Income ETF, MSII. We have the YieldMax MSTY, the most popular and largest, still sitting at $1.5 billion. We have Roundhill's MSTW, a simple leveraged ETF. We have MST, which is not talked about a lot because it's very leveraged. It's a 2x on MSTR, and they're writing options on it, creating income. And then we have IMST, the Bitwise MSTR income ETF on, of course, MSTR. So AUM-wise, it looks like MSII is the smallest by far, which I think is very, very interesting. But we need to take a look. So we're going to scroll down, and we're looking at the total return. If we flip this to price return, I mean, it's a lot uglier, right? We have MSII down 66%, MSTY down 72%, MSTW down almost 80%, MST down 91%, and IMST down 70%, almost 72%. Oh, also, real quick, while I have you here, while we're chatting, if you guys want to go vote on the podcast name for myself and Brad, the Income Architect, a phenomenal YouTube channel, a hilarious and very intelligent retail investor, go vote on my channel on the post page. There's a bunch of different names, and one of them is currently in the lead, but we only have about 100 votes. So I'd love to get 200, maybe 300 votes on there. So go check it out and let me know what you think, and we'll probably just go with the winner. So back into the video, MSTR. This is so risky. I know it's crazy risky, but you guys got to hear me out. You know, when there's a lot of fear, people always say that, but there's always a lot of fear with Bitcoin. So now we can see total return wise, MSII is only down 59%, which is so funny that we're like, oh, it's only down 60%. Not that bad, but yeah, this is terrible. MSTY is down almost 53%. MSTW is a newer one, and it's already down 70%. So, I mean, it's tough. MST is down 85%, and IMST is actually one of the better performers, only down 54%. But there's something really interesting with these, right? So MSII, let's break them down, is options and leverage. It's a 1.25 of each, meaning you're getting a mix of leverage. The leverage component is adjustable, right? So when MSTR is doing bad, they lower the leverage. When it starts doing well, they increase the leverage up to 1.5. So you do have a leverage component, and you're also getting income at the same time. MSTY is a pure income play, covered calls. Then we have MSTW. That's not technically income. It's your own, I don't know. It's the return of MSTY back to you. And this is because it's a 1.2x leverage where they're just sending you the difference in a weekly format. I think all are weekly except for IMST. It might be weekly. Is it weekly? I don't even know. I'm a bad YouTuber sometimes, but it's one I haven't talked about nearly as much. Maybe I should, because it is a better performer. MST is weekly, but you have that, again, 2x leverage and options. So a lot of these have different components, and I think it's cool that we have so many of these that are so different, but depending on the performance of Bitcoin, some are going to do significantly better than others. MST has done terribly because it's a 2x leverage. MSII has held up better because it has the leverage component, which they can control, and they likely have had on the lower end since we've seen the performance of MSTR be so poor, but they're also generating income. And that income is a key part to the next segment of the video. But MSTY, simple income, is also holding up better. It actually has been one of the best performers for most of this downturn in MSTR. I'm going to get some of the tickers confused. MSTW is only leverage, but it's not a lot of leverage, meaning it's a better performer than MST. But because of the leverage component, these two are both worse off. Now, here is my play. Here's what I'm thinking of doing. I could invest in a couple different of these. Now, for me personally, MST is too risky. I think it's a phenomenal idea, especially if MSTR does really well, but it hasn't been, and I don't know if it will rebound in time or enough for this not to be like fully closed as an ETF, right? Because if we see something fall and it's leveraged, you could literally have it not be an ETF anymore, right? It's done. It's lost too much money. I don't know how that would even work. And this is a Defiance ETF. Some people like them, some don't, but it's too risky for me with the 2X. Then IMST, which is a decent option. I have nothing against it. You know, I like Bitwise. Some of their things are insane, but it's not bad. Expense ratio, man, MST has such a high expense ratio too. That's crazy. but not one that I'm looking at immediately. There are two that I'm really interested in, and I don't think it's going to surprise you. I'm not buying MSTY. I don't like it enough because it's going to be capped on the upside. And that's likely going to happen with MSI, MST as well. If you don't have that leverage component and you don't have the exposure to the upside, you're going to miss out on a crazy run. And we see Bitcoin do crazy runs all the time. It's the way that it happens with these cryptocurrencies. So there's two left we have to talk about: MSII and MSTW. Now, the biggest reason I'm thinking about this, and here, trust me, all right, don't follow my investments, but follow the series, because I think with the ability to generate income at a lower price point and drip the income, drip is the only reason I would do this. I would dividend reinvest, which is what drip stands for. You're taking your distributions, your dividends, and you're buying more of the underlying fund with it. I would drip both of these. So the argument with MSTW, we just have to see a rebound in MSTR. Has no options component to it. The volatility doesn't matter as much. What we need to see is just that increase in price over time, which I do believe we will see eventually. We just have to get through the crypto winter. We have to get through the Bitcoin pullback and then hit that 100K mark again with Bitcoin, which I think we will do in 2026. I do. I think it would be later towards the end of it if it is, if it does happen, but we also could see a crazy crash. And that's where this is just so risky. And now MSII, which is probably my favorite when it comes to this style of play, because here's what happens. We start to see Bitcoin rally. We start to see MSTR increase, rally with Bitcoin, and then the hype builds back up with MSTR. And what's happening during this time is you are actually getting a crazy good yield on MSII because they're writing the options. You're taking that, you're dripping it back into a leveraged vessel, and it's not crazy leverage, right? It ranges between it's 1.05 to 1.5, and they usually sit at that 1.25 area. So when Bitcoin starts to rise, they increase that leverage component. Oh, MSTR should follow, and boom, it does. And then the beauty of drip is that I am going to be buying over and over and over again at these lower price points. Now let me pull these up on a different chart and show you exactly what I mean. So I have MSII and MSTW both plugged in. And so what I mean by this is I would probably do a mix, maybe $500 in each, and have $1,000 invested in MSTR total, because I don't like to be over invested. But these both offer something very interesting. So during the last couple of weeks, we've seen them do okay. They're kind of rounding out, little bit of a bottom out here, as we've seen Bitcoin kind of hold steady. Again, if we saw a dip, we could see a crazy fall of another 20-30% with these, and that would not be great. And I mean, when it comes to MSTW, there's only a certain amount these can actually fall before you, again, have to close down the ETF because there's a leverage component. I don't think we're going to get there, but that's one of the bigger risks with MSTW. That's why I like MSII better. Now with MSII, it is still really beaten up, but you're getting reinvestments at this price point. So I am going to be consistently dripping every single week my dividends, my distributions, and they are going to be going back in and buying more of MSII and MSTW. And again, if you guys tell me in the comments it's a terrible idea, I probably won't do it. Maybe I'll do it for the channel, do it for the views and whatnot, because I think it would be interesting to see. But this could either be a phenomenal performer or probably a terrible performer, and I don't really think there's any in between. I mean, is there a chance we see MSTR level out at this price point in the high, almost 200, 150 to 200 range? Yes, and if that was the case, we would see a better performance from MSII with the options component. If it goes crazy, we would probably see a better performance from MSTW. But if it goes down really quickly, they're both going to suffer. MSII would hold up a little bit better, but they're both going to suffer pretty badly. So I would like to drip, especially if we do see this. I mean, there's not much more price history than these because they are newer funds. But if we did see this kind of level continue on for a couple months and then maybe see it start to climb again, I would be buying at this level. I would be buying at a discount of 77, 78% and 65, 66%. And I'm okay with that for a little bit of risk. I lost some money on Misty. I've lost money on MSTR. I definitely think there is some potential here in the long run. And maybe if I held these for 2 or 3 years, if I held these both for 2 or 3 years and they didn't close, right? If Bitcoin didn't fall hard enough to push MSTR low enough to literally dissolve these ETFs, I think it would do well. And with that also, I could simply just buy, MicroStrategy itself, but I don't want to. I want to drip my dividends. I want it to be buying more and more and more on its own and then tracking the performance. So maybe these won't be the best performers of the MSTR funds. Maybe I'll make a mistake choosing those. Could be really bad, could be really good. Let me know what you think in the comments. It always helps me out a ton. And let me know if you're holding any of these assets. I'm really curious what everyone's buying as we go into 2026. Also, give me your price target for Bitcoin at the end of 2026. Let's see, is it going to be 200,000, 100,000, 50,000? Only time will tell. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little breakdown on a crazy risky investment. As always, not financial advice. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, you're going to like these popping up on your screen right now.